Hey guys, so it is a windy day in the garden today. It is currently 64 degrees, so I do have a couple projects I want to get done today. On another note, I do believe my lemon cypress didn't make it through the winter. I bought two of these on clearance from Lowe's, so I think both of them didn't make it. I think I got them for $15, maybe less than that. Not exactly sure, can't remember, so I'm not really too concerned about that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I believe that is dead. But today we will be working in this area of the garden. So if you are new to the channel, my name is Whitney and I garden on a wooded 1-acre lot covered in trash by the previous owner, and today the plan is to remove the tires out of this space. So this area will eventually be an outdoor fireplace. So I also have a pile of junk right there as well. Not exactly sure what all is in that. I do know it is a couple of barrels and some metal piping. Not exactly sure. I'm not really going to be touching that. I just really want to focus on getting the tires removed out of this area for the outdoor fireplace, which won't be going in this year. I think we're going to put in the outdoor fireplace area maybe next year, but I do want to get the tires off of the property. They've been here for quite some time. When we originally bought the property, the whole lot was wooded all the way up to the back of the house. You couldn't even see, like, super thick woods. You couldn't even see any of the trash. So we didn't find this out until a few years ago when I actually started to chip away at the woods and turn it into garden spaces. So today we will be removing the tires, and we also will be planting 3 Hinoki Cypress. So I also got these on clearance towards the end of Christmas time. So I want to get these planted. My plan was to always plant them in this area here. So I've steady been chipping away, trying to clean up this area to get them in the ground. I was out here 3 days ago and I did make an impact on this space. This is some of the trash that I got out of this area, which is this white garden fencing, a little bit of, looks like terracotta, and a couple of jars and some glass. So this area is full of trash. If you are not new to the channel, you know that I've been chipping away at this area during the winter time. This is the best time where I can get out here and remove some of the woods because I don't want to deal with ticks or snakes. So it's best to clear and chip away in the winter time. So I'm still working on this area, which will be the cut flower garden. But this area right here, it's going to be a rather large pathway area that's going to take you to the outdoor fireplace area. So I've been clearing out this area right here a bit. I did end up getting poison ivy, so I have poison ivy on 2 spots of my arm, which is unfortunate. I thought that I was being pretty careful, but I guess I wasn't. So I still want to rake back this area a bit. I think I'm going to be using the stumps to block off the area that is still wooded, that I'm still going to be working on clearing. So clean this up a bit, get the Hinoki Cypress in, and remove the tires out of this area. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by cutting down some of these smaller trees and then remove some of the tires. first tire being removed. So far, I have gotten 15 out, 17 if you count those two, and I have quite a few more, so let's keep going. These two are heavy. They have rims included. Track still looks good though. So far, that brings the total to 20. I cut this tree down earlier. There's 3 over here. So that's going to bring the count down to 23. Tree has grown up through this one, so I'm gonna need my cutters. Okay, this is 23. There's a really bad degraded one right here. This one's going to be number 24. Superly degraded. Cute little jar. So I do have number 25. Excuse my shadow right here. 25. This one right here is 26. Last but not least, because I know there are other tires on the property here and there, this one out of this space, number 27. I've got a total of 27 tires from that area. I'm not going to count my 2 little tires right here because those are more like wheels. But 27 tires, 1 really badly degraded tire out of this area. I think that is the first start to making this area look amazing, which will eventually be a outdoor fireplace area. I still do have quite a bit of junk. There are some antique bottles in this area as well. I did find a Pepsi bottle. There's a bit of stuff that's buried as well, but as of right now, I'm not going to worry about all of this other junk. That will be removed at a later date. I just wanted to get a start on this area by removing the tires, which I think made a big impact by removing those. So now we are going to continue with, I'm going to push all of this back further over into this space. I'm going to remove a stump or 2, clean up this a bit, and we are going to get our Hinoki Cypress in the ground. First thing I'm going to do is try to remove this stump. The stump is now removed. I did have a bit of issue removing it because that area right there where it was once a large branch, that was embedded in the ground, that hole right there. That's why it was so difficult for me to move that stump. But now that it is out of this area, I'm going to go ahead and clean up some of this a bit. I did notice as well in this area right here, this is some garden fencing that somehow ended up over this tree, and now it is actually embedded in the tree. So that's gonna have to be cut out of there. But that should give you guys an idea of how long all of this junk has been in this area. But I would get that straight. This will be beautiful one day, but let's go ahead and clean up this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this stump right here as well. I went ahead and I cleared a bit more of this space, a little bit off camera. I just try to push back into this area a bit. This is enough to go ahead and get the cypress in the ground. In the next coming days, I'm going to try to go ahead and move some of this stuff right here. Not exactly sure about the tree because I don't believe this is cut all the way, and this is a rather large stump right here. But for the most part, I'm going to try to get this stuff cleaned and a little bit more right here. But I'm going to go ahead and place the cypress where I want them, and we're going to go ahead and get them in the ground. I've placed these at an angle so it will curve and bring you into the outdoor fireplace area. The pathway that I am on now will break off, into a flagstone pathway. So all of this space right here, flagstone pathway, which will curve around the false cypress and pull you into this outdoor fireplace area right here. Not exactly sure if this large stump right here will be staying. If it does, I will probably try to turn it into some kind of seating area. Not exactly sure, but this area right here will be cleared. It might be a bit shady back here, so I might try to turn it into some kind of landing with just hostas and ferns, just a big open space in this area. Not exactly sure. This is a pawpaw tree that will be staying, but this whole open wide pathway will bring you from the cut flower garden area or to the cut flower garden area. If you are leaving the cut flower garden area and you are taking this pathway, it will curve to the left with a open space for the landing of hostas and ferns and all that good stuff, and eventually will turn you into the outdoor fireplace area as well. So I do like how I have these settings, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the ground. Bit of glass in this area, and I did go ahead and soak the trees in buckets of water, but I will give them another drink as well once I get them in the ground. Bit of roots in this area. Looks like the wild grapevine roots that are in this area. I think I like the way these are positioned, so I'm going to go ahead and get them in the ground. I'm going to loosen up the roots a bit. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the roots a bit. I'm gonna add a bit more dirt to this hole. I think this hole is dug a little too deep. Loosen up the roots. Let's stand back and look at this one to see if it's in the right position. I think I need to bring it closer to right there. Let me see. The Fernspray Gold Hinoki Cypress are in. I probably could have spaced them a bit further apart, but I do still have to get rid of this large section of tree right here that was cut down. I just don't have the proper chainsaw to go ahead and get rid of this. So hopefully I can get my hands on one and my husband can go ahead and cut this up. But I do plan on still removing a chunk of this brush right here. Even if this area will eventually lead to a dead end this season, I'm hoping next season to get this area nice and buttoned up for the outdoor fireplace area. I do like the placement of these. Some of them, the branches are a bit worse for wear, but I am hoping that these will bounce back. I'm gonna go ahead and give them another drink of water, and eventually we will have a flagstone pathway that will pull you further into the space and bring you to the outdoor fireplace area. I did forget to mention where I live at. The dump will take tires, but they only take 6 tires a day. So hopefully I can get those off of the property soon. There is still a bit more in certain areas of the property, but not a big pile like this one that was over here. But I'm happy with how today's project turned out. I will be mulching at a later date. I did go to Lowe's last night and they did not have any of the mulch that I use for my pathways. So hopefully I can get my hands on that and we can go ahead and mulch this area. But once again, I think everything turned out great. Thank you for joining me on this project, and I hope again to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.